just thinking about roaming around, and also being out in Colorado in a different mountain range than I was in Bend. So thinking about mountain ranges, open range, just kind of the wide open where cattle could roam, sort of where cowboys roam. So it had to do with like mountain ranges and also just kind of roaming around range. And range of work, like, I never do the same thing twice, so I can, vary from one piece to the next and use a range of techniques or color. So it's just kind of was a word that fit a lot of different pieces of my life right now. Certainly I start pieces earlier than I start other pieces, and they kind of come into existence with the group. But yeah, I work on multiples, like it could be 6 at a time. Whatever I can fit up is like what I work on at one time. Sometimes I'll come up with a title when I'm working, but a lot of time it's just after it's completed, it just all of a sudden the glue comes together, and it's like, oh, whoa, this feels like a little village. This feels like the town I've been living in the past 6 months, which happened to be a ski town. So that's just how that title came about. And that happens with a lot of them. Sometimes the working title will kind of be in there. Mm-hmm. Like I had it as Alpine initially, and then changed it to Ski Town. Yeah, that one really had a whole other underpainting going on, which I do, and I think sometimes I start off with that grid-like pattern to start with something rigid and then loosen up. Like that's a way to start at least working, and then I'll just start covering that up. Often there's multiple layers under there. It all comes with like just that intuitive feeling of this is, did have multiple layers under it with the grid pattern. Mm-hmm. That changed more color-wise. Then it felt very like Vertigo when I first had it going. I liked it, but it was too powerful. Like there is kind of an X back there if you can see it. So it just, I liked the overall pattern, and so I just kept going with that, but I just softened and layered over it different colors, mm-hmm. just to kind of ease back on the intensity. This one, this center body, it's got, actually somebody gave me this canvas, and it had been painted on, and I painted over it, and it had been, bright, had a white gesso, and I used acrylic over that, but you can see some underpainting under there. So I just kept that soft feel, because that was more about like Colorado sunset, alpenglow, kind of just a different feel. That real alpenglow, money light that you get at the end of the day, especially living like in high alpine. Yeah, there's just something magic about it, whether it's a little treasure. My mom took us panning for gold when I was little. My grandmother was born in a ghost town in Oregon, and I don't know, who knows where it comes from, that's why my grandmother was born in gold, mining town, and then followed the rush down to San Francisco. Right. So who knows, I like songs that are about that type of feeling, like being out on the road, or truckers, or sort of that expanse. Yeah, I feel better when I'm out in that kind of landscape. Like Route 66, sort of just 2-lane blacktop. So it's just free-flowing, more intuitive letting loose, you know, and I try not to, I mean, I'm still too tight even, like I need to let loose even more. Can I write a song instead of writing an art statement and talk about what the process is or where I am in my life instead of writing it out?